Good day everyone! For today, I am going to report the two remaining domain in the alignment of the language and literacy domain. Actually, it has 5 domain, but Miss Baro will be the reporter for the first 3 domain, which are the reading, speaking, and writing. So, now, let's discuss the 4th domain, which is the listening. Okay, what is listening? Is the ability to understand what is heard. Listening is a process that involves learning sounds, then processing and understanding what has been heard. Listening is useless if there is no speaker or if no one speaks, because from the meaning itself, understand what is heard. So, how do you heard something, or how can you listen if there is no speaker? So, if you have someone to talk to, his or her message will be processed to your mind, and next, understand what his or her talking about. So, listening functioned if speaking is involved. Okay, why is it important the listening skills into teacher and students, and what its purposes? Let's go first with the teacher. Researchers shows that students perceive teachers as more effective when teachers listen to what they have to say. So, you as a teacher, in order for you to be an effective teacher to your students, you need to what? You need to listen for what they have to say. Listening is an active process. We ask questions and then listen. We clarify, then listen. We restate, then listen. We share, then listen. When we listen, amazing things can occur. First, we discover things, especially the personality of our students. Second, we build trust. So that's why listening is important for us as a teacher. Now, for students naman, listening is integral to positive communication and discussion. So, as a student, we have ability to receive and interpret information in the communication process. Without active listening skills, you won't be able to receive and interpret the message. So, now, next, importance of listening skills in communication. Listening skills are a vital part of good communication. If you have a good communication skills, you can start to improve relationships in the workplace as well as in society. So, nice quote nga, if you are a good listening, you can have a lot of friends. So, ganon. And also, it is an essential. Why? Because it enhances your ability to understand better, to make you a better communicator. So, now, it has 7 reasons why listening skills are essential. The first one is reduces misunderstandings. Poor communication always results in misunderstandings, and poor communication arises from poor listening skills. People end up assuming things and misunderstanding each other if they do not share their side or the stories or listen to others actively. So, it's easy to mishear something or misinterpret information. The second one is builds empathy. Empathy is essential to effective listening. Therefore, it would be best if you mirror the emotions the speaker has. For example, if the speaker's face expresses sadness or joy, your facial expressions and words should also express similar emotions. So, empathy towards the speaker takes concentration and consumes energy, allowing open communication and establishing relationships. The third one is limits judgment listening. Listening limits judgments while actively listening to someone. Your total concentration stays in the conversation. As a result, You try your best to understand the other person or group of people and remove judgmental thoughts. You, therefore, listen to the speaker with an open mind because they are giving you their perspective. You may realize that the speech makes more sense as they continue the lecture. Okay, the fourth one is improves business relationships. If you are working in a customer-centric or interactive role, your communication skills play a big part in your success. Thus, practicing good listening skills with everyone at the workplace would benefit your success. You could also build stronger bonds with your coworkers. As a result, everyone will respect you more and value you. Okay, the fifth one is increases productivity. Whether you're at work or home, listening is essential to your success. Good listeners are more likely to store information and understand what's being required of them. This is a valuable skill in group projects and meetings. People may think they need to talk a lot to contribute, but listening is arguably more essential. If everyone listens to each other, there is less room for misunderstandings. This increases everyone's productivity. Okay, the sixth is enhances leadership. Skills leaders always have good listening skills in communication. Active listening helps you connect with your team's ideas, hear various perspectives, and prevent miscommunication. In addition, a good team leader ensures everyone feels respected, which means they all feel listened to. They always listen to others and help them in every possible way. So the last one is providing feedback. Okay, providing feedback to the speaker can only be achieved through active listening. The goal of feedback is to send signals to the speaker to know that you are actively listening. The medium of feedback can be verbal or non-verbal. Okay, we all done about listening. Now, let's proceed to the last domain, which is comprehension. Okay, what is comprehension? It's the ability to read or hear language, then process and understand the language. It permeates all of the other domains because there is no language without meaning. So, comprehension is the ability to make meaning, is the ultimate goal of reading. It is much more than a collection of skills and strategies that students apply to text. It requires metacognitive skills, vocabulary, background knowledge, and verbal reasoning ability. So, there are comprehension strategies. The first one is predicting. Predicting, this strategy involves asking children to make informed predictions based on what they obtain from the story or text. Prediction require asking children to make guesses about what might happen. Predictions are made based on what they see, hear, or read relative to the book's cover, title, pictures, drawing, table of content, and headings. The second strategy in comprehension is making connections to prior knowledge. Making connections to prior knowledge involves connecting a new idea to knowledge and experiences already known. It requires getting children to relate their own experiences to something in the story. The goal is to get children to use their prior knowledge to help make sense of the text they read. So, That is the second strategy. The third one is visualizing. Visualizing is also a strategy used to increase reading comprehension. It requires getting children to create in their minds a mental image of what they read from the text. Children can mentally envision what they are reading. The mental image helps children understand, recall details, remember, and draw conclusions from the things they encountered while reading. So next, summarizing. This strategy involves getting children when reading to identify the main idea in the text and putting the idea into their own words. Children must sort through the information to determine what information is important and what is unimportant. They take the most important information and put it in their own words and use as few words as possible to explain the text. This strategy is not to be applied only at the end of the story. Instead, children should be taught to summarize throughout the story. Okay, so those are the strategies in comprehension, and I think that was all for my report. Thank you everyone for listening, and God bless.